Hey, it's me, Real Mr. Will, with the Millionaire Mentor Mindset Podcast, bringing you the ABCs of building and scaling your business with intentions over emotions. We want to share the letter H with you today. H is for honesty. And if you would like to be in business long term, that H is going to be very, very important. Let's think about some of the businesses that you currently patronize on a consistent basis. Maybe you're a barber or hairstylist or landscapers, or I think they call them arborists. Maybe you're a mover. Some people move multiple times a year. Maybe you're electrician. Maybe you're plumber or your dentist, or maybe even the dry cleaners that you go to. Don't you go to these people because you generally know, like, and trust them? That's the reason people will do business with you long term. Make sure that in your business dealings on a daily basis, you are continually being honest with people. I know a mover that has had 30 repeat customers last year. Now, for some, that might be a lot. For some, that might be a little bit. But this business owner has only been in his business for 4 years, and he focuses on making sure that his customers have a peace of mind. See, when you're honest, people will feel good about doing business with you again. You will build long-term trust, and they will also feel good about bringing you a referral. See, people aren't going to tell their friend or family member or a coworker about you if they don't really trust you. Long-term business growth is about building the trust value into your daily operations. It should be a part of your long-term strategic planning. It shouldn't just be about a moral value. You should have morals and values anyway, high values. However, think about this. There are businesses out there in the past who have thought that they could, and I'm gonna just change gears a little bit here. There's businesses out there that were growing, and they grew fast. They thought that they could grow beyond the value of being honest. In other words, in deception, using deceptive practices. And as they grew, they thought that their business would get so big that it would trump honest values, and that having a massive brand would not be tarnished by the deception that they were doing. That business was called Enron. So if you're the person who might think that you can grow so big and being honest will not affect you in the long term, then I would like you to look up and research the story of Enron, Enron. And also, I would like for you to think about some of the superstar athletes in the past that have basically used deceptive ways. Maybe they were using, some people would call them doping. Maybe they were doping, using steroids. But there have been many top high level athletes that have been stripped of their medals, titles, accomplishments because they were using those deceptive practices. So being honest is very, very important. That is going to help you grow long term. Is going to help you build a solid foundation, and the better foundation you have, the larger your business can grow. If you're deceptive, you're gonna attract the wrong people to your business. You're going to attract the wrong partners. You're going to attract the wrong employees. You're going to attract the wrong contractors, subcontractors, and so forth. But when you're honest, honesty acts as like a filter to filter out those bad apples, because it's kind of like they say oil and water doesn't really mix well. When you're honest, in the long run, you're going to repel those people who are doing those dishonest practices. They're not really going to want to rap with you like that. So from my personal business experience, I found it very enlightening and relieving for myself. It just honesty just gives me a peace of mind for myself. And it's kind of like a breath of fresh air, I guess, in my life. Just being honest with your customers. I don't want to point the finger at any particular type of business model, but there's a few business models that have been known to kind of deceive women. Well, I want you to think about this. In many, many business decisions, women have a very high say so. Their say so as far as the last business decision, as far as the final purchase, their final decision is heavily weighted, is what I'm trying to say. So be honest. Don't try to deceive women because you may think that it'll be easier to get over on them because maybe they don't have a certain knowledge of something, because you'd be surprised. There's many women out there that know just as much as men. So being honest, that is the letter of this episode. We are a little bit behind in some episodes, but we're getting going. I'm in the new studio, and it's been a long time coming. I think I have a little bit of echo, but we're gonna fix that. Finally got everything painted and got the flooring done. So we're just excited about what we're about to bring you. Make sure that you tune in to some of the previous starter episodes that we have been doing. We've been kind of just doing them all over the place wherever we can pop up, like a pop-up shop, the pop-up podcast shop. So tune in, subscribe, make sure that if you are an entrepreneur, you get in contact with us so that we can send you our form to fill out so that you can have a shot at being a guest on the Millionaire Mentor Mindset podcast, bringing you the ABCs of building and scaling your business with intentions over emotions. We would love to have you. So, this podcast today, this episode is going to be sponsored by Made Moves 007. And I am the proud owner of that company. So people in the Myrtle Beach and surrounding area that's moving, we would love to service them. Pawleys Island to Little River and the surrounding areas. We specialize in loading and unloading. We also do some assisted living and independent living moves and room swaps. So you can hit Made Moves up for that, Made Moves 007 to be specific. You can go over to moves007.com and fill out a customer form and let us know what you might need. So with that being said, thank everybody for watching the episode. It's been a long, rough day for me today. So take care, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Peace out.